Two Keith Country Day School freshmen prepare to take the stage in one of the most prestigious performance venues in the world. WIFR's Miriam Niesmeyer talks with the singers about what this moment means to them.
Morgan Gates and Lily Klinger are freshmen at Keith Country Day School in Rockford and will travel to New York Thursday to sing at Carnegie Hall as part of an honors performance series choir. Music leaders say to be selected is an accomplishment.
And I looked up at them and went, "Guys, I'm singing at Carnegie Hall!"
For most singers,
I have been changed.
Performing at Carnegie Hall is a once-in-a-lifetime dream. For Keith Country Day School freshmen Morgan Gates and Lily Klinger,
Oh my gosh, we did it.
that dream is happening at just 15 years old.
I honestly couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, did I actually make it?
The two were selected for a national honors choir after being nominated by their Keith choir teacher and completing a competitive audition process with students from across the country.
A lot of singers would dream to have this opportunity their entire lives, and just having it at this young age, I'm just extremely grateful to just be presented this opportunity and be able to go through with it.
Out of a 135-member honors choir, Gates and Klinger are the only two students representing Keith this year.
It is a big honor to be in an honors choir because it means that somebody saw you perform or sing and said, that person's good, I want them to be part of this.
The program is run through World Strides and brings together singers from all over the country to rehearse and perform a mixed genre concert at Carnegie Hall.
You get to go and you get to spend 3 or 4 days making music with all these talented performers and work with these talented people.
Both girls have been singing together since they were in 2nd grade and have created a special friendship over music.
It's kind of like Elphaba and Glinda and Wicked. That's kind of how our friendship is.
The music director for the Honors Performance Series says they processed nearly 10,000 nominations and selected the most talented student performers from around the world.
Now the students will leave for New York Thursday and sing at Carnegie Hall on February 8th.